So welcome to all of you Shiksha 360, and basically this is the MCQ session number 2, that is of ABM, and this is the ABM MCQ series December 2022 set number 2, that is related to the chapter number 2. And in this session basically we will discuss 24 to 40 questions. Clear? Total 16 questions basically we have to discuss in this session, and I will provide you 2 case studies clear in the group, so that you can go through that case study and try to understand the concept more clear, along with some other questions clear. After the session basically I will post in the group clear, so that you can also practice. So let's start our today's discussion. The first question of our today's is question number 24, basically presents on your screens now. What it says that a rise in price of a commodity, clear, basically a rise in the price of the commodity, basically by accompanied by the decrease in the quantity, clear, basically accompanied by the decrease in the quantity, clear. Like we can say that this is the curve, this is the price, this is the quantity. So basically if the price is rise, that is this much is the price, clear. So there is a decrease in the quantity, clear, there is a decrease in the quantity, or we can say that the rise in the price of a commodity, clear, basically a rise in the price of the commodity, basically there is a accompanied by the decrease in the quantity. So what it means that, clear, basically what it means that, clear. So if there is a rise, there is a decrease in the quantity. So leftward shift in the supply curve, rightward shift in the supply curve, leftward shift in the demand curve, and rightward shift in the demand curve, clear, rightward shift in the demand curve, clear. So what is the correct answer here? So a rise in the price of the commodity accompanied by the decrease in the quantity, clear, basically accompanied by the decrease in the quantity, that basically causes a leftward shift in the supply curve, clear, that causes basically leftward shift in the supply curve, clear, leftward shift in the supply curve, clear. So hope it is clear to all of you. Option number A is the correct answer. Now move to the next question, question number 25. When the price of a commodity is raised, clear, basically when the price of a commodity is raised, buyers tend to buy less of that quantity, clear, basically buyers, and other things remain constant, clear. This is a special line, basically other things remain constant, clear. So when the price of the commodity is to be raised and buyers tend to buy basically less, clear, buyer tends to buy basically less. So like this one is the graph, this one is the price, this one is the quantity. So here like this one is the curve goes down, this is the when the price is this one, when the price is low, there is more quantity to be bought. When the price is going to rise, clear, basically when the price is going to rise, there is less quantity is going to be buy, clear, there is less quantity is going to be buy, clear. Please, other things remain constant, clear, other things remain constant. This is the condition of the supply demand curve, sorry, this is the condition of the market demand curve or demand curve, clear. So when the price of the commodity is raised, clear, as the price of the commodity is raised here, this one is the price is rising, this one is the quantity is going to rise, clear. So here when the price of the commodity is going to rise, what will happen here? The quantity is going to decrease, clear. So what it tells that law of downward sloping demand, clear, law of upward sloping demand, no, basically sloping demand curve, it is basically downward. So law of downward sloping prices, no, law of downward sloping demand, basically this is the correct answer, clear, this one is the correct answer, clear. So you have to remember these things, clear. So you have to remember these things while answering all these questions, clear, very important for the examination point of view, clear. These things are very important for the examination point of view. Now move to the next question, question number 26, clear, question number 26. So which of the following factors are responsible for the supply shift, clear, basically which of the following factors are responsible basically for the supply shift? First one is the management efficiency, second one is the technology advances, third one is the weather conditions, fourth one is the government trade policies, clear, basically fourth one is the government trade policies, clear. So what are the factors responsible for the supply shift? Clear. Which of the following are the factors basically responsible for the supply shift? Clear. So first option is management efficiency. Clear. So this one is one of the factors that is responsible. Clear. So option number one is the correct, that is management efficiency. Second one is the technology advances. Clear. Technology advances basically it is also one of the factors. Weather condition not, basically this is not one of the factor here. Clear. Responsible for the supply shift. Clear. Option number D is that is government trade policies. Clear. Basically this is also one of the factors. Clear. Government trade policies. Clear. So A, B and D are three factors. Option number C is the correct answer, that is A, B and D. Clear. A, B and D are the factors basically that affect the supply shift. Clear. Basically that affect the supply shift. Now move to the next question, question number 27. Very, very important and very easy question. So all of the following except one would increase the amount of a particular model of a Suzuki car that buyers would like to buy. Clear. All of the following basically except one would increase the amount of a particular model of a Suzuki car. Clear. Basically of a particular model of a Suzuki car that buyers would like to buy. What is the exception here? Clear. Basically what is the exception here? Clear. That one, which one is the exception here? An increase in the buyer's income. Clear. This would let, basically this would let, but this is not the exception here. Increase price of the other Suzuki model, that is basically we can say this is a competition one. Clear. That is basically other models price is going to rise, that's why basically we are buying. Third one is an expected increase in the price. Clear. An expected future increase in the price. Clear. All the three, if we are seeing that basically all the three are basically the general ways. Clear. Basically all the three are the general ways. Clear. That would increase the, clear, except one would increase the amount of a particular model that buyers would like to buy. Clear. So option number D is a decrease in the price of the steel. Clear. Basically a decrease in the price of the steel, that is basically low cost of production. Clear. That is basically low cost of production. So here option number D is the correct answer. Clear. Which is that exception? That is option number D, that is a decrease in the price of the steel. Clear. A decrease in the price of the steel. Clear. So please remember these types of questions. Clear. Basically how they will twist the question. Clear. How they will twist the question and how you have to answer these questions. Now move to the next question. Question number 28. Clear. Question number 28. Please understand this question very carefully. Let's discuss. Assuming a downward sloping demand curve. Clear. Assuming a downward sloping demand and upward sloping supply curve like this one. Like this one is going to down demand curve. This one is going to supply curve. A higher equilibrium price basically may be caused by, clear. A higher equilibrium price basically may be caused by a fall in the demand. If there is a fall in the demand, so equilibrium price basically will become low. Clear. If there is a fall in the demand, so basically equilibrium price will be low. Clear. So this one is not the answer. If there is an increase in supply, clear, basically increase in supply, basically it will lead to this one. Clear. It will lead to this one. Improvement in production technology or increase in demand. Clear. High equilibrium price basically will be done, in which case that is increase in the demand. Clear. Increase in the demand. Clear. This is basically you have find that basically in the part 3 of chapter number 2. Clear. This point basically you will find the part 2, last part of the chapter number 2, where basically we will discuss 2 to 3 diagrams. Clear. Basically what will happen. Clear. How the equilibrium price will shift. Clear. So an increase in the demand, clear, will shift the higher equilibrium price. Clear. Basically will shift the higher equilibrium price. Clear. Demand curve, it is to basically downward sloping. This is demand curve. This is the supply. Okay. Now move to the next question. Question number 29. Very, very easy question. Basic economic problem in a market economy. Clear. Basic economic problem in a market economy basically are mainly solved by the government, the price mechanism, the entrepreneurs, the consumers. Clear. So basic equilibrium problem in a market economy, clear, basic equilibrium problem, basically in a market economy, basically it is mainly solved by the government, the price mechanism, the entrepreneur, the consumer. Clear, basically it is to be solved mainly by the price mechanism. Clear, it is mainly to be solved by the price mechanism. So option number B is the answer, that is price mechanism. Clear, so this one is the answer here. Clear, this one is the answer here, that is the price mechanism. Now move to the next question. Simple question, just they are in the normal demand schedule. Clear, basically in the normal demand schedule. Clear, just simple, we can say that like this one. Quantity demanded. Clear, basically quantity demanded. Clear, less I will tell you basically, if the price is increased, clear, if the price is going to increase, quantity demanded is going to be decreased. Clear, quantity demanded is going to be decreased. And if the price is going to decrease, quantity demanded is going to be increased. Clear, this is the normal demand schedule. Clear, that is normal demand schedule. And under the demand schedule, clear, basically it is a relationship between, clear, in the demand schedule, basically it is the relationship between, very important one more question, it is the relationship between basically price and quantity demanded. Clear, it is the relationship between basically the price and the quantity demanded. Clear, so now let's discuss basically what this question says, that in the normal demand schedule, basically quantity demanded varies directly with the price. No, this is basically the inverse relationship. Clear, if the price is increased, quantity is going to decrease. Clear, if the price is increased, quantity is going to decrease. Clear, the varies directly. No, is independent upon the price. No, basically it is dependent. Varies inversely with the price. This one is the answer. Clear, so option number C is the answer, that is varies inversely with the price. Clear, so this one is the answer. Clear, so in the normal demand schedule, quantity demanded basically varies inversely with the price. Clear, varies inversely with the price. So option number C is the answer here. So please tell fast. It is clear to all of you, and please remember that on this axis, basically there is to be price. On the vertical axis, there is to be price. And on the horizontal axis, there is to be quantity. Clear, on the horizontal axis, there is to be quantity. Clear, so I request you once again, please understand these things. No need to cram. Clear, no need to cram. If you are able to understand these points properly, definitely you are able to answer the question. Clear, whatever they will ask the question, definitely you are able to give the correct answer. Clear, definitely you are able to give the correct answer. Now move to the next question. The law of demand states that, clear, this is the, we have discussed in the part 1 of the chapter number 2. Clear, part 1 of the chapter number 2. The law of demand states that. Clear, so the law of demand, basically what it states that, first one is demand increases basically with the increase in income. When income and prices rise, the demand also rise. When price falls, demand increases. When price falls, demand increases, or when price increases, demand increases. When price increases, demand increases. Clear, so please tell fast what is the correct answer. So basically what is the correct answer? That is option number C, that is option number C is the correct answer, that is when price falls, demand increases. Clear, so option number C is the correct answer, which we have already discussed. This one basically it is shown by the law of demand. Clear, basically it is shown by the law of the demand, that is basically when the price is going to fall. This is the price, same diagram. This is the quantity demanded. So here, as the price is falls, quantity demanded is increased. Clear, so option number C is the correct answer. Clear, option number C is the correct answer. So as 1 or 2 students basically giving other answers, so that's why I'm saying that please try to understand the diagram. Clear, please try to understand the diagram so that you are able to give the correct answer. Now move to the next question. Very, very important and very easy question. Just you have to understand what they want to say here. A rise in the price of the commodity. Clear? Basically, if the price is going to rise, accompanied by the increase in the quantity. Clear? Basically, accompanied by the increase in the quantity. Clear? As the price is going to rise, there is an increase in the quantity. So what will happen in that case? Like I will draw the diagram. This one. Like we can say that they are saying that if the rise in the price of the commodity, there is an basically increase in the quantity. Like this one, it is to be going down. So basically what it means that earlier this one, now this one. Clear? First of all, you have to understand basically this is the supply curve. Clear? This is the question of the supply curve. Clear? So as the price increases and we will, there is a quantity. This is the quantity. This is the price. Clear? So as the price is going to increase, there is a quantity demanded is also increased. So this is the left side. This is the right side. So first of all, we know that basically this is the question of the supply curve. So this one is not our answer. This one is not our answer. So either option number A is the answer, either option number B. So as we're going to rise, we are going shift towards the right. Clear? Basically, we are going shift towards the right. Clear? So option number B is the answer. That is rightward shift in the supply curve. Clear? That is rightward shift in the supply curve. Clear? So option number B is the answer here. That is rightward shift in the supply curve. Clear? So option number B is the correct answer here. Clear? Option number B is the correct answer here. Now move to the next question. Question number 33. So an improvement in technology. Clear? Basically, an improvement in technology will cause a supply curve. Clear? Basically, an improvement in technology basically will cause a supply curve. Shift rightward, shift leftward, shift unchanged, or shift rightward and leftward. Clear? Or shift rightward and leftward. Clear? So an increase in the technology. Clear? Basically, like we can say that basically when there is an increase or basically improvement in the technology. Clear? So what it will help? Basically, it will lead to the shift in the rightward. Clear? Basically, it will lead to the shift in the rightward. Clear? So option number A is the answer here. Clear? Option number A is the answer here because more and more quantity will be produced. Clear? More and more quantity will be produced. Clear? As basically improvement in the technology. So option number A is the answer. That is shift rightward. Clear? Like we can say that sometimes basically they will like this one graph. First supply curve, this one is the second. Clear? Like this way, basically you will find that shift or shift in the supply curve. Clear? That is basically shift in the supply curve. Now move to the next question. Question number 34. Very easy question, simple question. Demand schedule is clear. Like this one is the demand curve. Representation of the demand schedule basically in the graphical way, that is basically known as the demand curve. This one is the price. This one is the quantity demanded. So demand schedule basically it is the relationship between the price and the quantity demanded or quantity bought. Clear? So option number B is the answer here. Clear? Straightforward question. You will find that questions are similar type of question. Clear? Just they are rotating the things. Clear? Just they are rotating the things. So demand schedule basically it is a relationship between the price and the quantity bought. Clear? It is a relationship between the price and the quantity bought. Now move to the next question. Market demand curve. Market demand curve basically obey. This one is the market demand curve. So what market demand curve obey the? Market demand curve obey the law of downward sloping demand, law of upward sloping demand, law of diminishing, or none of this. Clear? This one is the downward sloping. Clear? This one is the downward sloping. So market demand curve basically obey the law of downward sloping. Clear? Law of downward sloping demand. Clear? So option number A is the answer. That is market demand curve basically obey the law of downward sloping demand. Now move to the next question. What are the forces behind the supply curve? Clear? This is directly either they will ask one mark question basically regarding the supply curve, or basically that is forces behind the market demand. Clear? That is market demand. Clear? This is definitely you will get. in any of the set, basically this is 1 mark question. Clear? This is 1 mark question. So what are the forces behind the supply curve? Clear? First one is the cost of production. Clear? This one is the correct one. That is cost of production. Technology advances. Clear? Basically technology advances. Clear? Or sometimes basically we can say that prices of input. Prices of inputs and technological advances. Clear? And technological advances. Clear? Prices of inputs and technological advances. Clear? This one is the answer correct one. Third one is the government policies. This one is also the correct one. Clear? So option number D is the answer. That is all of the above. Clear? So what are the forces behind the supply curve? That is, first one is the cost of production. Second one is the technological advances. Third one is the government policies. Clear? Third one is the government policies. Clear? Or one is also basically they are not mentioned. That is supply of prices of the related goods. Clear? Prices of the related goods. Clear? This is also one of the forces behind the supply curve. Clear? So all these are three are correct. So option number D is the answer. That is all the above. Clear? Option number D is the answer. That is all the above. Now move to the next question. An upward sloping demand curve relates quantity demanded to. Clear? Basically an upward sloping demand curve relates quantity demanded to. Clear? Basically demand curve basically relates. I think there is some issue in the question. That is basically is a downward sloping demand curve basically relates quantity demanded to price. Clear? Quantity demanded to price. Clear? So option number A is the answer. Clear? Option number A is the answer. Clear? Downward curve basically demand curve, it is to be downward sloping. Supply curve, it is to be basically this is supply curve, upward sloping. This is demand curve. Now move to the next question. Very easy but technical type of question. Let's understand basically what they want to say here. A war in the Middle East. Clear? There is a war going basically in the Middle East. Causes the price of oil to rise. Clear? Basically causes the price of oil to rise. Clear? If there is a rise in the price of oil, so we can say that basically people will use basically their vehicles a little bit less. Clear? As compared to earlier, basically when there is less price. So what would we expect to happen to the demand of the automobile tires? Clear? To the demand of the automobile tires. Clear? So the demand of the automobile tires basically will shift right. That there is basically more demand. Or the demand for automobiles tire basically will shift left. That there is a basically we can say that this is more demand. This is less demand. The demand for automobile tires basically will stay the same. That is same. One cannot tell basically what will happen with the information given. Clear? With the information given. Just they are saying that as the price is going to rise. Clear? As the price is going to rise, basically what will happen to the demand of the automobile tires? Clear? That is as the price is going to rise, the quantity demanded is going to decrease. Clear? As the price is going to rise, the quantity demanded basically it is going to decrease. Clear? So basically it will shift towards the left. Clear? It will shift towards the left. Clear? Earlier this one is the price. Now this one is the price. Clear? Earlier we can say that 10 units, 50 units. This is 5, this is 50. Clear? So basically when the price is rupees 5, we are buying 50 units. When the price is rupees 50, we are buying just 10 units. Clear? So basically it will shift towards the left. Clear? It will shift towards the left. So option number B is the answer. That is the demand for automobile tires basically will shift towards the left. Clear? The demand for automobile tires basically will shift towards the left. So option number B is the answer here. Clear? Option number B is the answer here of this question is understandable to all of you. Clear? How we will move towards the answer. Now move to the next question. Suppose the demand and supply curve of a salt are given here. Clear? Basically there is a supply and demand curve of the salt are given here. That is quantity demanded is equal to 1000 minus P. Quantity supplied is equal to 700 plus 2P. So what will be the equilibrium price? Clear? So what will be the equilibrium? That is QS. Sorry, QE. Equilibrium basically what will happen? Basically it will happen basically when the quantity demanded is equal to the quantity supplied. We have to find the equilibrium price. Quantity demanded is equal to 1000 minus P. Quantity supplied is equal to 700 plus 2P. So 1000 minus 700 is equal to 2P plus P is equal to 300 plus 3P. is equal to 300 is equal to 3B. So P here is equal to 100 rupees. Clear? P here is equal to 100 rupees. That is the equilibrium price. Clear? That is the equilibrium price. Just you have to remember that basically in the case of the equilibrium price, that is quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. Clear? So basically we will equate both. 1000 minus P is equal to 700 plus 2P. So 1000 minus 700 is equal to 2P plus P. That is 300 is equal to 3P. So P here comes out to be 100. Clear? That is the equilibrium price. Clear? That is the equilibrium price. Clear? Now move to the last question of our today's discussion. So which of the following will shift the supply curve for textbook basically to the left? Clear? Basically, which of the following basically will shift the supply curve of the textbook basically to the left? Clear? So first of all, basically we will draw the supply curve like this one. This one is the price quantity. So basically, in which case basically demand basically supply curve basically will shift to the left? A decrease in the demand for a substitute in production, a decrease in the number of buyers, and increase in the printing cost or exceptions or expectations of future surpluses. Clear? So here, if this one is the quantity demanded, so we will see that basically if the increase in the printing cost, clear, that is basically an increase in the printing cost, clear, basically will what it leads to the clear, it will leads to the basically supply curve basically to the left. Clear? Basically supply curve to the left. Clear? It will shift to the supply curve basically to the left. Clear? An increase in the printing cost. Clear? An increase in the printing cost basically it will lead to the left. So option number B, C is the answer here. Clear? Option number C is the answer here. Clear? This is not basically any technical point. Any decrease in the demand for a substitute in production. Clear? For a substitute in production. Clear? It depends case to case, not applicable. So and decrease in the number of buyers. Clear? Number of buyers. So it will not basically relate to the price. Clear? This one is the related to the price. That is an increase in the printing cost. Clear? That will lead to the ultimate increase in the price. Clear? So basically it will shift towards the left. An increase in the printing cost, basically it leads to the decrease in the quantity demanded. Clear? Because less printing is to be done. Okay, so option number C is the answer here. Hope all the questions are clear to all of you, basically what we have discussed. If you have a doubt, any query in any question, so you can ask. Basically we will discuss once again that question. Clear? So thanks to all of you for joining this session. And I will provide you some question in the Telegram group, basically some videos, so that you can go through that for more practice. Thanks to all of you for joining this session.